Hey everybody, and so I've had a really busy 2020. I decided over a year ago that I wanted to make some changes with my life, and so I've been working really hard over these last few months, and some things have changed. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm sorry, this is still November 1st, 2019. Let me go ahead and fast forward a little bit. Yeah, here we go. When I said that I wanted change, this is not what I meant. So, needless to say, this year-long skit that I planned didn't end up quite the way I intended. Of course, I went ahead and completed it because obviously the irony of this situation is irresistible. So let me tell you what I originally intended for this video. For a while now, I've been dealing with certain issues in my life. Health, not being able to write, certain issues I have with my mental health. And so on November the 1st, 2019, I decided to change all that. I decided to take some steps to improve my life. And I'd promised myself that in 1 year's time, November the 1st, 2020, I would make a video that would document everything that I had done and what changes I had made in my life and how those changes had improved my life for the better. And one of those changes, I have to admit, was supposed to be losing weight. In the beginning of November of last year, I started going to the gym on a regular basis. I was working hard, eating well, and I was, in fact, losing weight. But then 2020 happened and the gyms closed. I tried a few activities to help keep me going and keep me losing weight, but when I look at my weight today, not only do I not weigh less than I did a year ago, I actually weigh a little bit more. Now, I'm not going to blame 2020 for that. One thing that I've definitely learned over the year is that something that I do, and I don't know if anyone else does this, but for me, I used to be of the mindset that failing with an excuse was just as good as succeeding. As long as I didn't have to take the blame for something, it was okay. But one thing I really figured out over this last year is that if I really want to succeed at something, I can't be satisfied with failure just as long as I have an excuse. If I'm trying to do something and some obstacle throws its way into my path, which in life, that's always going to happen. But when that does happen, I need to figure a way to pivot so I can continue on so that I can eventually succeed. And so, no, as much as I wanted to, I'm not going to be able to show you a healthier, thinner me right now. But the biggest problems I've run into as far as maintaining my health has nothing to do with 2020. There was no COVID in 2019 or 2018 or 2001 or 1998 or all the other times that I've tried to lead a healthy lifestyle and to lose weight. Part of the problem that I'm running into is I'm trying to do way too much at the same time. I'm trying to get regular exercise. I'm trying to eat right. I'm trying to get my sleep schedule straight. I'm trying to get organized. I'm trying to get a schedule. I'm trying to journal every day. I'm trying to get back into writing. And it's overwhelming. As the old saying goes, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And so now that we're back to November 1st and I'm basically back at square one, I realize now that what I need to do is I need to break down these goals into manageable, reasonable mini goals so that I can properly measure my success, that my milestones are practical and obtainable, and that I will, in a year's time, actually be able to look back and see real results. Now, I'm not going to say that I wasn't able to accomplish anything during 2020 because one of the big components of what I wanted to accomplish this past year is I wanted to come to a better understanding of myself, who I was as a person, and why I seem to continue to have the same problems that I have over and over. Speaking to a counselor and finally getting my diagnosis of ADHD is a big part of that. Armed with this knowledge, I now have a new set of tools that I didn't have before that will allow me to accomplish goals that I have failed at time and time again. But I think the biggest thing that I need to do is I need to hold myself accountable. So unlike last year, this year I'm announcing right at the beginning that I am planning on losing weight and planning on writing again. and that I intend to at least be on the positive side of both of those things by this time next year. And I'm keeping myself accountable by telling you. So one thing I'm definitely doing this year is right from the beginning is I'm going to be documenting the steps that I'm taking and the goals that I'm trying to accomplish over the year so that you can watch my progress. And when I slip, I'm going to tell you that I've slipped and face the consequences of it. Because I've seen the value of documenting the process. When I look back at that week where I documented cleaning my office and I see the real changes that it made in my life, I realized that I could take that very same thing and apply it to these bigger goals that I've been struggling with for years. And I hope that over the weeks and months that I'm documenting my journey, it'll be helpful to someone else as well and help them along their journey. And so if in a year's time I do have something to show, if I have been able to make some real change, yes, that'll be due to my hard work, but it'll also be because I have chosen to make myself accountable to you. Sure, 2020 wasn't at all what we were expecting, but the future's always going to have little twists and turns in it, surprises that we hadn't planned. To succeed means to be able to pivot when things don't go the way that we plan, and to have contingency plans in case something doesn't go the way that we expected. And so today, November the 1st, 2020, it's day one. What I need to do for this following week is I need to come up with a goal, something that I'm going to try to accomplish every day that's going to put me one step closer to better health. And so this week, my goal is going to be to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. I've always had this problem with my sleeping schedule where I don't keep the same schedule, that it varies from day to day. I very seldom go to bed early, but I may stay up late. Sometimes it's like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning before I realize that much time has passed. So I need to set the schedule that I go to bed every night at 10:30 p.m. and I wake up every morning at 7 a.m. And so starting tonight, I'm going to try to do this every single day this week. This healthy habit is going to be the first step on my path of better health. So with my week 1 daily goal firmly in place, there's nothing left for me to do but to finish editing this video and post it. But I need to hurry up and do that because I got to be in bed by 10:30 tonight.